Our orchard is gearing up for harvest season, with every tree loaded with ripe, juicy fruit. The whole town was counting on a bumper crop this year, but things took an unexpected turn. Feral hogs kept charging in, wrecking our fruit and stomping through our fields. As the destruction piled up, we had no choice but to organize a series of hard-hitting hunts to save our crops. With years of know-how, we picked up the hogs' trails fast. Our crew moved quick, setting up a tight ambush perimeter. The thundering sound of hooves echoed as the hogs barreled right into our trap. My team and I fired round after round, each shot dead on, dropping the targets instantly. No time for high fives. We stayed locked in as more hogs came rushing in waves. These hogs were huge, fast, and nimble as all get out. But even with their speed, they couldn't outrun the business end of our rifles. This orchard stretches across dozens of acres, so we split into small squads to set up checkpoints. Hunting these hogs was no walk in the park. Even with steady aim, we sometimes missed, letting a few slip through. Our trusty hunting dogs were absolute rock stars. The hogs got flushed out under pressure, giving us clear shots to take them down clean. The hunt was getting wilder and more intense. This was the thrill we lived for. Our ambush and surround strategy kept proving its worth, time and again. The hound's barks rang out loud and clear as I raised my rifle, locked and loaded. Boom! One shot, one hog down in a flash. When the shooting stopped, the orchard went quiet again. But don't let the silence fool you. Danger was still out there. We stayed on high alert, and even with all our caution, sometimes a hog would bolt in a split second, leaving us kicking ourselves for missing. By noon, we called it quits for the morning hunt, rounded up our game, and headed home. That afternoon, we hit the nearby cornfield, letting the hounds loose to track down more hogs. Their barks got my blood pumping. I kept my cool, squeezing the trigger the second a hog crossed my path. In a heartbeat, it dropped, ready for the dogs to claim. The hounds kept barking deep in the cornfield as I pushed through thick, sharp stalks to find them. My pulse was racing, the tension building like the hog was just steps away. Then I spotted it. No hesitation. I raised my rifle and fired. The hog stumbled but kept going. I closed in and fired again, this time dropping it for good. Chasing these hogs wore us out, but the rush of victory was worth every second. As a farmer and a hunter, I'm always looking for the best ways to protect my land. Instead of griping about the hogs tearing up my corn, I took matters into my own hands with hunting, a practical way to keep their numbers in check. Come along as we dive into this adventure and see what's next. After a few minutes scoping out the terrain, our sights finally locked onto a feral hog. It was strolling along, clueless that it was in our crosshairs. The range wasn't perfect, but I decided to try my luck with a long shot. My rifle was ready, just waiting for the perfect moment.
Yürü.
Soon after, the hound's angry growls echoed through the woods, letting us know something was close. The noise was coming from a thick patch of brush just ahead. I crept forward, rifle at the ready. One clean shot dropped the hog in its tracks. The hunt got wilder as we crossed another ridge and ran into a huge herd of feral hogs. Their sheer size was enough to get any hunter's blood pumping. We couldn't pass up the chance and open fire as a team. But those quick hogs scattered, disappearing into the brush. Only a couple weren't fast enough and hit the ground for good.
He's long.
No way we were giving up that easy. We doubled down, chasing the herd without hesitation. We signaled our buddies to block the escape route, a classic move that never fails. The second a hog's shadow popped up, my partner fired, nailing the leader dead in its tracks. A storm of bullets followed, throwing the herd into chaos, but some still couldn't outrun their fate. Luck was on our side as another pack of hogs showed up out of nowhere. Not missing a beat, we reloaded and kept firing. But these hogs were slick, dodging through the brush like pros, and before we knew it, they were gone, leaving just echoes in their scent. The feral hog population around here is off the charts. They move in big groups and haul tail like nobody's business. Even with all our shooting, the number we took down barely scratched the surface of their massive numbers. Heading down a narrow trail toward the mountain's base, we caught some odd rustling in the bushes. I didn't think twice and pulled the trigger. The shot cracked loud, and my heart raced with the adrenaline of that split-second call.